Welcome to the Jamesburg Presbyterian Church. Today is Wednesday, October the 6th, 2021. So good to know that people are already watching on Facebook. So good to know that people will be watching on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. It means a lot to me. And it's also good to have some people here in the sanctuary watching this live. So it's kind of good to be able to play off of live people. So one of the ingredients of a magic trick is the patter. The patter is the story that we tell as we demonstrate the magic trick. Some pieces of magic can be done in silence, but oftentimes we use a story, and the story doesn't have to be true. It just has to be plausible. For example, when I do the 3-rope, it's called the Professor's Nightmare trick. I talk about being a stock boy at Macy's. Now, I never worked in the stockroom of a department store. I did back a long time ago in a men's clothing store, but it was only for a brief period of time. I was getting training for management. Anyway, but today's patter is not a made-up story. It's real. So maybe it will ring true for all of us. You'll know what I'm saying. Yesterday, I got 2 pieces of news that I really wasn't ready for. I really wasn't interested in hearing. It kind of messed up my day. Both of the pieces of news were sad. They were sorrowful pieces of news. There were nothing that I could change or do anything about. One was the death of a friend, and the other was just a loss. So I was focusing on these 2 things and feeling kind of empty, feeling kind of down. I was maybe even obsessing for a little while on both of them, wondering, okay, what do we do next? And I was focused on those negative things. Not that we shouldn't be focused on loss, not that we shouldn't be focused on the passing of a person that we knew, but when we focus so much so that we be almost obsessing on the negative, then we end up feeling exactly as I was describing, kind of empty. Kind of like this box here, this little suitcase. You can see there's nothing in it. Turn it upside down, nothing falls out. That's it, the end. But the truth of the matter is, Paul talks about this sort of thing when he talks in the book, his letter to the people in Philippi. And he was saying that in life, he was acknowledging that we have some choices, and we can focus on the negative, we can obsess on the negative, we can let that be the whole center of our lives. And certainly if we go from day to day to day to day with all the troubles in our world and troubles in our lives, if that's all we're focusing on, then we are going to be depressed, we are going to be down. But Paul says, fill your minds with all those things that are good and that deserve praise, things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and honorable. Put into practice what you have learned and received from me, both from my words and from my actions, and the God who gives us peace will be with you. So I thought about those words because I do read that passage from time to time. I also read it at meetings from time to time because it's such an important passage to remember. The importance of focusing on those positive things, the importance of looking to the kinds of blessings we have and not just the bad things that happen in life. Bad things do happen in life. They happen all the time. And if we think that we can live our lives without those bad things, we're just fooling ourselves. But when we fill our minds with the good things, when we think about the blessings we have, so like in the case of the person who passed away, I was thinking about all of the good experiences that we had together, the things that he did that influenced my life. When I think about those things, that becomes the positive, that becomes the good things rather than just focusing on the loss. So when you think about those things, God fills us with peace. So we've changed the direction of what we're thinking about, and as you can see, there is lots of stuff in the box now. And we find out that God's presence is real in our lives. We find out that God's love for us is real. and we find out that God can replace that sorrow, that sense of loss, with something very positive. And I'll move the table over so that it's in view of the camera. And, you know, when you think of life from that perspective, it's kind of a big wow. So think about those positive things. Think about what the Apostle Paul said. Think about how God replaces that sorrow, that emptiness, that sense of loss with God's presence. Thank you all very much for tuning in today. I hope that you will have a great week. I'm planning to have a great week myself. See you on Sunday. Incidentally, on Saturday, and I'll post this in written form on this channel, but on Saturday we are live streaming a funeral service for the Wigodinsky family that will begin at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. And if you knew the Wigodinsky family, if you knew the impact that they made on people in this congregation and in this community, we hope to do a very good tribute in remembering how much they meant to us and how much we miss them. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Bye.